We're back here at Level Up at the Summer Fancy Food Show 2017, and here's some of the most interesting products that are not on the market yet. These are about ready to come on the market. Everything is detailed right here, but I want to talk to these people and really find out about their products. So, the Good Spoon. What's the Good Spoon? What's it all about?
The Good Spoon is a unique mayo that doesn't exist in this form on the market. It is made from microalgae instead of eggs, which makes it incredibly innovative and is up to 60% less fat than a traditional mayo.
And we've seen a lot of products with algae in them, and algae is one of the most sustainable ways that you can actually have nutrients put in our body. It's lower in fat, as you said, it's great, and the taste, I've used algae oil for probably about a year in cooking. The taste is phenomenal.
This doesn't taste anything like seaweed. We're using microscopic seaweed, right? So microalgae is actually a superfood, and it's very sustainable too. 300 times less farmland and 50 times less water and energy to produce the same amount of protein as a beef.
So you're telling me time to switch my mayo?
I would say so. It's right here, Phil. It's
okay,
delicious.
Terrific. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else we got. Now we've got kelp jerky.
Kelp jerky.
Oh, I know that jerky is a trend, and I know that kelp is a trend, and you're the guy that put them together. Why?
Exactly. Well, seaweed, as you said, is probably the most sustainable form of large-scale agriculture in the world. So what we decided to do is figure out how do we make it more valuable? How do we incentivize more farmers? And how do we make a great product out of it? And jerky is a little trendy, but it's the perfect thing to start, because we can use the scraps of seaweed production, and it's actually half made with seaweed and half is made with the stems of shiitake mushrooms that so far we're getting for free, so we'll see. But either way, we're able to use a wide range of different species, all local from different farmers that Morgan's helping to organize.
So, it's interesting that you talk about the mushroom blend, and I wasn't aware of that. And when I look at the mushroom, everything that mushrooms are now doing with ground beef, for example, it was just announced that Sonic Burger is now going to have a half mushroom, half beef patty on their menu. So this blending, what else is out there besides mushroom that you think that you're going to be able to blend kelp with? Is there another 10 nutrients that you're looking at?
Yeah, I think so. I think the real range is going to be less about what I can do with other ingredients, but more about let's investigate the range of different species within mycology and within algae, because right now we're only hitting a couple. We're hitting 4 or 5 culinary mushrooms that we tend to use in everyday cuisine out of 5.5 million different mycology species in the world. And that's
Wow.
not just for eating, but for fermentation as well. There's a whole world that we're just at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to health, when it comes to medicine, when it comes to biodiversity of soil, and when it comes to food like kelp jerky.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, cheers.
So what we're seeing a whole new paradigm when it comes to developing new products. Certainly taste is critical, but also what we're hearing is a lot about sustainability. What we're hearing is just how important the planet is, and let's see if that's going to continue as we get into some other new products. So what do you got from us for Oregon State University?
Well, we are a Japanese company brought to Oregon. Our mission is to bring traditional Japanese food products to the United States and the world in a novel way, novel substances.
So what do you got?
This is fermented green tea, much like kombucha, but we use a jun fermentation, which comes from the Himalayas, but with all Japanese products. It's Japanese green tea, and koji is the sweetener, which is a fermented rice, which is the basis of sake, miso, soy sauce, the basis of Japanese.
And is this the formulation that currently exists in Japan, or you're just creating this from what made you think of it?
Necessity is the mother of invention. And
Tell me more.
Koji has a pH that is not so stable. We needed to lower the pH, and a jun tea is vinegar in a way, and that allowed us to provide the prebiotics and the probiotics that come with the koji in a more stable way, and brought some flavor profiles and organic acids that you just wouldn't get, and that therein lies the novel nature.
So it's a combination of taste and health, what you're looking to do.
That is the hope.
Terrific. So tell me, what do we have here with Monk Sweet and Activia?
So our Monk Sweet Plus is a blend of monk fruit, stevia, and also erythritol, which is an alcohol sugar, and it's a beautiful product with a mouthfeel like sugar.
Xylitol gum.
Right, that's
Yep.
one of them.
Yep.
We're a little different.
Yep.
And then the Nactivia line is a blend of organic agave, and also organic stevia. We have 6 different flavors here.
And I see when I look at the flavors, Marrakesh spice, masala chai spice. I mean, you're really pushing the envelope. Sweet provincial anise. I mean, you're really pushing the taste profile out for people. What makes you want to go in that direction?
Well, we really wanted to add something that isn't out there on the market. It's very unique and it's innovative, and also people enjoy these different flavors. They're not what you see when you go into the natural food shopping, grocery, retail world.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
So tell us what Drexel is doing.
Sure. So we're from the Drexel University Lab, which is a lab that gives culinary students a different idea about what you can do in the food industry. So we do product innovation and culinary innovation to help companies like Baldor think about their product in new ways and help give uses for their product, like their dry vegetable blend.
So what's the most challenging aspect of what you're doing? So Baldor comes to you, they say, we want a veggie blend breakfast muffin that tastes great, that's more nutritious. What are the criteria that they set up for you?
So they kind of give us free reign to really let our students do the work and come up with the ideas, which is really great. So it utilizes our students' creativity and their cooking skills together, which is what we try to teach our students. So we always start by looking at the product and talking to consumers about what they want. In this case, we wanted to make something for elementary school students, and then it was up to our culinary students to really look at the product, see what it did, how it worked in with its different properties, and then make something delicious.
Terrific. Well, thanks so much. And this just gives you a little glimpse of what's going on here at Level Up. And when I look at all these products, what I have to wonder are, frankly, are these the next winners for the Sophie Awards?